As I mentioned in the last movie, it looks like you can change your current document's working spaces, the RGB and CMYK working spaces, right here in the color settings dialog box. But you actually can't. These settings are application-wide, so they only affect documents you create from now on. Instead, if you want to change the default RGB and CMYK settings for your current document, you have to use either Assign Profiles or Convert to Profile. Let me cancel out of that and show you where those live, right here at the bottom of the Edit menu. Let's look at Assign Profiles first. Assign Profiles lets you tag your document with a different set of RGB or CMYK profiles. You can even discard the profile entirely so that it always uses the current working space in the application color settings, although it's pretty rare that you'd want to do that. You may want to change your CMYK profile, however, and assigning a new working space profile is like saying the colors in this document now mean something different, because cyan now looks like this, and magenta now looks completely different, like this ink over here. And that's why when you assign a different profile, the colors you see on screen will almost certainly change, even though the numbers behind the colors, the definitions of the colors, won't change. Let me show you. I'll move this off to the side so we can see it better. And I'm going to assign a different profile. Let's say this document is destined for the sheet-fed coated. We know it's going to be printed on coated paper on a sheet-fed press, and it's not going to be printed on other kinds of devices. So why don't we just tell InDesign that? We'll just say, hey, InDesign, all your CMYK colors, just assume they are US sheet-fed coated colors. And that's a different set of CMYK colors than swap. And we can see the difference by turning on the preview checkbox. I love those preview checkboxes. Turn that on, and you can see all the colors change. So that's before and then after. And you can turn that on and off to see what it's going to look like. Now, this is not really proofing your file. We'll be talking about proofing later on in this chapter, but it does give you an idea of the colors are actually changing. The meanings of the colors actually change. On the other hand, the values don't change. Look over here in the swatches panel, and you can see that this one is 50% cyan. Well, that stays 50% cyan. It just means something different in the document. It's a different meaning. Now I'm going to cancel out of that because I don't want to change it quite yet, because I want to show you Convert to Profile. Convert to Profile is really pretty much the opposite of Assign Profile, and so we need to be very careful with this one. It actually converts all the colors that it can in your document to match the specs in the new profile. That is, it tries to maintain the look of your colors, but not the definitions. Let me show you what I mean. I canceled out of the previous one, right? So my current CMYK profile is still swap. But I'm going to say, let's force this into US sheet-fed coated. You may see a few changes in here, but it's usually not as radical as with Assign Profile. It's trying to keep the colors as consistent as possible from one space to the next, and to do that, it's going to actually change your color values. Look over here in the swatches panel. What was 50% is now 43%. Look, before and after. The red, what was 100% magenta, 100% yellow, is now really different. And look at this one. Wow, that's radically different. This was just 100% black. But when we convert it, we get 4-color black. We actually get cyan, magenta, yellow, and just 60% black. So that is very different. You really need to be careful when choosing Convert to Profile. It can totally mess up your documents. On the other hand, the Convert to Profile dialog box is very useful because it's pretty much the only place you can go to find out what your current document's working spaces are set to. So I use it for that. I come in here, I look at that, and I say, oh, I see, it's web-coded. That's fine. Maybe I want to change it with Assign Profile, maybe not. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And in the next movie, we'll look at how you can import RGB images into InDesign and why that's not a bad idea at all.